Welcome to the channel. Here is the combo van I've just purchased. Turns out there's a few things wrong with it. Majority of this is due to just being old, I think. So here's a quick video on what we've done.
You're draining, counting up the emotions that you're obtaining. You're broken, and we both know when it goes unspoken. For speaking on my behalf, fixed bloody choreograph. Misrepresenting my traits, distortion changing my fate.
So here is the box of new parts. We've got front springs, we've got front shocks, we've got rear shocks under here, 2 top mounts, and then 2 lower arms, both sides. So this is everything being changed.
What I see is your darkness, is a black hole, keeps draining. You're broken, I'm changing. You don't like the freedom that I'm regaining. You're broken. You can't change the measures that you have chosen. For speaking on my behalf, fixed bloody choreograph. Misrepresenting my traits, distortion changing my fate.
So with these combos, there's a lot of different combinations you can have for lowering. I've gone with the Corsa C front shock absorber and the Corsa lowering spring. These are made by Low. I think they're a 35mm drop. These are for the petrol, but with the weight of the diesel engine, it should bring it down to 50mm, which should match the springs that I've got on the rear.
What I see is your darkness.
Right, so I've just taken the drop links off. That's the old one. Look at this. It's like a willy in the wind. That's even worse, that one. This is a brand new one. That's what it's supposed to be like. Stiff. Bearing in mind, this had an MOT 2-3 days before I picked it up. MOTs ain't worth shit. So here is another wishbone. Right. Shouldn't be able to do that. That's not quite there anymore. This one's alright. The rest of it, shit. Just noticed as well, the date on these. You think, alright, can't be helped. But look at the cracking on it. Right, that's the outer, and then the inner. It only gets better. Wow. That is actually a bulge. you can see that. Yeah. Wow. I'm trying to get this straight edge. Just watch that. I'll move it back with it. Hello. The hell is that mound? This whole section here has actually come up. I'm trying. You can see that, right? So this is how the van sat. Once I lowered it and got the trolley jack out, it didn't look too bad on first inspection. It was really close, but I did notice as soon as I took this on some very small road test, it dropped and the geometry of the car changed completely, and it was constantly rubbing. It was so bad. Quickly spun the van round, jacked up the rear. Going to change the rear springs and shock absorbers on this. As you can see, they're in terrible condition. So here's the bolts for the shock absorber. This one is for the bottom, and this slightly narrower one is for the top, just in case these are in the wrong way. So I've had to jack the rear beam up here just to take the slack out of the shock absorber so I can undo the two bolts. So I've got to try and release the tension in the rear spring by lowering this down. I can't go too far as don't want to cause any damage to these two pipes here. This is obviously the brakes. So you can see the length of the stock rear spring. I'll have to take these bump stops off and put them onto the new spring, but you can see the overall condition of this. Here is the new E46 spring. I'll just get out of this bag and you can see the size difference. So you can see how the ride height will be affected. So new shock to go on. So I'm not sure where this idea come from. I'm pretty sure it's a game we used to play, but if you could do this to the rear shock and it fit exactly through those holes, you can just put the bolt straight in, you were master tech for the day. Don't know where this come from, but I've done it ever since. Well, as you can see, failed miserably there. Try again on the other side, see if I could do any better. Get that camera angle. Let's give it a go. God, the suspense is killing me as well. Nope, failed that one as well. Never mind. Also got some new wheels. Found these on eBay for £150. Not bad. So next is the brakes. Need to get brakes started. So these brakes were really annoying. The registration states that they are a 260mm size disc. In fact, I had 280s, so I had to wait a couple of days for these to come back into the system. But new disc and pads on the front. Another great thing about these Vauxhall combos is the parts are ridiculously cheap. As they're all Corsa based, I think the whole disc and pad setup was under £60. So Quarter finished.
Shit.
That's right, forgot the clip. No big issue. Jack the car up, take the wheel off, refit clip, all done. Right, so just about to go and get the van. It needs tracking done, obviously changing all the components, the suspension, all the tie rod ends, everything underneath has been changed. Tracking is well out, so we're going to get that sorted now. It has just started tipping it down. So my wipers are well annoyed. Listen to these wipers. That's going to do your head in, isn't it? This is also going to be sketchy as hell. The van is so low at the front, I'm pretty sure it's touching the arches, so this is going to rub like mad, I'm sure it is. So hopefully I don't lose any arches. Close the wheel is. It's ridiculous, look. Can't even get your finger in there. That is rubbing. There's also a screw head there, which is touching the tyre. I'm not taking this. Second that, we ain't doing nothing. Right, so this is a new day, sun's out, and that is ridiculously close. So I've ordered some new tyres to fit on this. Right, so these are the new tyres. These are 195 40 17s, and I'll just put them up against here, and you can already see the size difference in them. So hopefully this will be enough clearance. So whip these bad boys off, get them down to the tyre shop, get these ones on, see how they fit. Here we are, new tyre fitted. Let's put it on. Look at that. I don't know where you can see that with the sun, but my hand, loads of room. Misses that. Can't believe that. Let's go on a road test. Check out Captain Cool and his sunnies. Whoa, it's warm in here. Right, let's see if they don't scrape. So far so good. Oh, that's lovely, yes. Safety belt. Top of sunnies. Right, round the block. We still ain't got very good brakes. Yeah, look. I forgot it's lowered. I've got to watch these speed bumps. There you go. Sun's out of the way now. Well, we've moved out of the way. So much better. No, they're not even anywhere near touching. Full lock over the bumps. The ride is firm, but I like a firm ride. You see how stiff and hard. Ooh, postman nearly took you out, mate. But yeah, I'm alright with this. So this is how the van sits with the new suspension setup, the new tyres to give clearance in the front of the arches. I have to say the wheels really do set off the van. That aggressive black on black look looks so good.
When it comes to you,
So I thought I would try and simplify the whole suspension setup with these combos, because I've seen so many comments on the Facebook pages asking about what setup, what works, what doesn't. So I thought I'd just try and kill it all, so you know. The fronts is easy, it's all Corsa, so go with Corsa C. You can get coilovers, you can get uprated shocks, uprated springs. You can see in the video I've just gone with uprated shocks and springs. It's about 50mm drop in total. You did see I had to change the size of the tyre, the width of the tyre and the profile. Obviously that fits absolutely fine now, lock to lock, no rubbing. Going driving around over bumps, speed bumps thing doesn't catch, so that's a good setup for anyone who wants that. Now the rears, I'll start with the lowest first. So if you want a slammed on the deck look, you can either get Corsa C rear springs, which will drop it hell of a lot, but it's a really soft ride. So if you carry any weight, it will bottom out and it will maybe touch the arches if you've got the wrong wheel set up. If you do carry weight, Audi TT Mark 1 rear springs, about the same sort as drop, but they're rock solid, so there's no give, there's no movement at all in the spring and shock absorber for the rear of that one. I'd say the best probably setup, depending on if you carry weight or not, what I've gone with is the E46 rear spring, which will drop it about 40-50mm, but it has sort of the best of both worlds. So it's not a harsh ride and it's not a soft ride. It's sort of in between. If you get the Astra, either Mark 4 or Mark 5 spring, it's the same sort of lowness.
Lowness? Is that a word?
So you're probably looking about 40-50mm again, but it's very, very soft. So again, if you carry weight, there might be an issue depending on what size tyre, what size wheel, etc. So that is going to be it for this video. I have got a couple more lined up. I have gone into the tuning size and performance, and what I've gone with the 1.7 DDT. There is another 1.7, which is the CDTI, which is the big dog, the 100 horsepower one. Mine is 75, I think, horsepower, and you've got the little 1.3. I wouldn't touch that one. So yeah, lots of things to do. The back as well, I'm going to rebuild. It's going to be my valeting van, so I have started to make, well, I've made a start on the back of it. If you want to see that as well, I have got a few videos on that. But until next time, thanks very much. Take care.